lump sum. I put that on everything that I love. Hundreds and fifties and sometimes the dubs. I put that on everything that I love. Need a dub. That's on that thing I love. Put that on my auntie and uncle's son. I need the money, I need it lump sum. I put that on everything that I love. Motivating, paper chasing, working like Jamaican. Ooh, if you see me on the phone, it's business, not no caking. Quit a six-figure job, why? Cause I'm not patient. Need that money right now, need what Buffett make it. Man, live like dreams. Five-star cuisine, need that new whip 19. G-star the jeans and my chick Vaseline. Flex star creatine, flex star creatine. I need the money, I need it lump sum. I put that on everything that I love. Hundreds and fifties and sometimes the dubs. I put that on everything that I love. Need a dub. That's on that thing I love. Put that on my auntie and uncle's son. I need the money, I need it lump sum. I put that on everything that I love. Cha-cha-cha-ching, that money machine. I went to the doc, I called that gangrene. He say having money ain't everything it seems. But we both know he rich, so boy. I need the money, I need it lump sum. I put that on everything that I love. Hundreds and fifties and sometimes the dubs. I put that on everything that I love. Need a dub. That's on that thing I love. Put that on my auntie and uncle's son. I need the money, I need it lump sum. I put that on everything that I love.
In 2K21, you're going to be hearing a lot of new voices,
including the amazing Grant Hill. We are thrilled and honored to have him join the broadcast team this year.
We caught up with him after reporting session. Take a look.
And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. It's NBA basketball on Payday.
Well, Kevin, and
thanks, David. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Wiggins is out there with Curry. Then there's Wiseman. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Oubre in at the small forward. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young is out there with Reddish. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
And so Green will bring it up for the Warriors. Here's Curry. Over Hunter. And it's the Hawks to start out. Young with the ball, trying to claw his way back after a terrible showing in that loss to Charlotte. And now the Golden. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
oh, Steph Curry at his best right there.
Young pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
Now here's Curry. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off him.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in play.
Now with 2 fouls here in the first quarter, everything changes for him. He's got to be more careful on defense.
Brad Wanamaker is checked in for Golden State. And just about a minute into the first quarter. It's Young on the wing. To the paint. Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Someone's open. Trae Young scanning and finds him.
Reddish grabs the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Timeout called the Warriors. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And if you had to point to one problem in that game, it was their rebounding. Flat out terrible.
I think you can be a little bit rattled when you lose the physical battle as badly as they did in that game. That can be tough to shake off. So it's a matter of getting over those doubts and finding yourself again.
Curry's checked in for Green. And here's Reddish after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Outside Collins. There's the triple. They get it again. Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Curry, good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here is Young. Off target from outside.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Curry fires from way outside. And another three for Golden State.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
Young pass to Collins. Young against Wiggins. And it's Young. That time on the assist from Reddish. Young's got 7. Looking at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks, it was a loss to the Hornets. Curry's shot is off. The Hawks leading. Ball's not loose. Wiggins kicks to Curry. Over Young. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. 14 points for him.
Now Steph with the initiative here, taking charge, and tonight making a ton of things happen.
Down low. Here's Collins. It's deflected. Wiggins outside. And the three off target. Hawks have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Hunter with it. Now defended by Wiggins. The Hawks again can't hit.
And when he's this close, he's got to make it. The defense was pretty good, but just shouldn't miss that.
Here's Curry. Uses the glass that time, and it's good.
You got to guard the long-range ball, but Steph's so good at pulling up. Great footwork and foundation. A good job on the pull-up J.
Now, here's Collins. 23 points his last outing. Chalk up 2 there.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Curry's shot is good.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
I mean, in the modern era, you have to be able to stretch the floor or you're going to struggle.
Yeah, the best way to make it hard on teams is continue your motion, and their motion on the perimeter just wasn't good enough. That ended up costing them.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Bogdan Bogdanović, he's checked in for Hunter. Kevin Huerter comes in for Reddish. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Young.
Boy, he has been special to start this game, shooting 8 of 9, just making it look easy. And, of course, having that broken hand last season, Curry couldn't help the Warriors avoid a disastrous season.
Kevin Durant gone. Clay rehabbing. The Warriors, I mean, legitimately just left with no scoring whatsoever. But Steph Curry, he's healthy, changes that whole narrative.
Here's Collins, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Here's Bogdanović. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Curry against Rondo. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. And the jam by Stephen Curry.
Well, I like it when Steph uses some of that quickness and craftiness on the defensive end.
The Hawks trail by 10. And the pass to Bogdanović. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Curry's shot is good.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it.
Well, when Steph gets loose in transition, you know you're going to get burned, so he takes off like a rocket and slams it home.
Outside Rondo. Collins wide open. He fires. Offensive rebound. And it's blocked. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. And we'll be back with you shortly. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They host the Clippers after this game. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. And a moment now to reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got Kent Bazemore. Draymond Green is out there with Eric Pascal. And it's Poole in at the 1.
The closer Capella is, the more effective he becomes, showing off the nice touch there.
Timeout called the Warriors. The Warriors making a switch here. Curry's checked in. And let's quickly jump to the 2K leaderboard to find out which point guards have been the highest scorers over the last month. Number 1, Steph Curry. And, of course, Trae Young.
And this is a group of guys who have that uncanny knack to simply score and put points up while they find ways to get the rest of the team involved. Really the complete package.
Well, he is the modern point guard defined. Players who aren't just out there to direct traffic and keep the ball moving, but guys who can be the entire offense at times by themselves. Just tremendous scorers.
Here's Curry with the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Curry's got the lead up to 13 now for the Warriors.
And even after all those 3-pointers he hit in that first quarter, looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
When Bogdanovic drives, it's for a reason. He's made a good decision to knife inside.
It's Curry outside, and the Warriors get it back. Pascal kicks to Curry. He can't get that one to fall. So Atlanta will take it the other way. A three from Bogdanovic. And another shot. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Capella. Reddish comes in for Kevin Huerter. And Trae Young subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Now, here is Young. He has 7, but they recover it. And they pick up 2. Collins has got 6.
Yeah, that's where John Collins sets up shop down in the paint, quick and athletic, able to corral the miss.
They double team Curry. Launches it. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
The Hawks trail by 17.
And what was once a weakness for Collins, now a strength. His defense has taken huge strides since the start of last season.
And I think a young player like John Collins learns that blocks are not just a statistic that reveal how good you can be defensively. It's about positioning. It's about communication. And John Collins wants to be more complete on that end of the floor.
Hawks have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. From the arc. Clock reset for the Hawks. It's good on the foot.
And I think the length of Reddish right there helped him out with that rebound.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Green. And it's Eric Pascal in for Steph Curry. And the Warriors making a change here. Mulder's checked in.
And checking out the numbers for Young. Coming off a terrific season. Second in assists, and as one of the NBA's top 5 scorers, you also can't forget what an outstanding year he had offensively.
And back to him finishing runner-up in assists, his court vision, his ability to control the pace of a game makes him especially impossible to defend. Hunter no good. Warriors leading by 13. Got a piece of it.
And DeAndre Hunter getting that block mostly because of great positioning.
Reddish's shot is good.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. So it's Bogdanovic who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks, and he trims the lead to single digits. Young's got 10.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Wiggins finds Oubre. Some nice passing by Golden State. Wiseman no good. Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. Young in the corner. Collins trying to break free. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. 10 points for him.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. And the Warriors also making a change. Curry's checked in. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Curry's got 47 points. The Hawks trail by 9. pass to Reddish. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
I mean, he continues to burn them with his scoring. The coaching staff's going to have to come up with a different approach defensively.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And now let's take a look at the number of second chance points these teams have had over the last month. These guys never give up on a possession. The Hawks second.
And they've really put an emphasis on offensive rebounding. And guys, it's paying off. The second chance points are coming in bunches.
We've got 1:13 left here in the second. Here's Hunter. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with. Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Andrew Wiggins, the kind of guy that people watch with a microscope, but he has cut down on inefficient.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
The Atlanta shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job. And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
The Hawks have shot just one free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. .58 seconds left to play here in the half. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Warriors leading by 9. Here's Curry. Yet another bucket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out. Give him some space. Let him get to work.
Young passes to Hunter from 15 feet away, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Hunter's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, it's a shoot-around shot as Hunter had plenty of space to knock it down.
And good! There's another.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lob pass to Capella. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Shooters tend to be hungry, but this time Huerter finds an open teammate.
Curry, and again for 3.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court. That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Andrew, what do you like about the way the team's playing so far?
We're competitive right now. We're going after it. In our possession, we're going hard.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good. What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He had a scoring performance for the ages, putting up an enormous amount of points. And Kenny, Steph Curry, the son of 2 tremendous athletes who really set a high standard.
Steph wears his father's jersey. He didn't.
And that does it for our...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Curry has been sensational.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
This is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Reddish out there with Young. And it's Capella in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.